Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so that we can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to tonight's video. Now, like I said in tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into when we are first discussing this situation with Miss K Michelle and Beyonce. So I told you guys earlier this week when we were discussing about Beyonce and K Michelle, I had mentioned why, I understand that Beyonce is a way bigger name than K Michelle and she has, a lot more fans and stuff like that. And more people pay more attention to Beyonce. And I said that I think that Beyonce doing country music is a good thing because honestly, if you go look up country music and you go look up African Americans in country music, there are so many African Americans who are in country music, but it doesn't seem like they get that much recognition even when they can definitely do country music. And one of those artists being one in particular, it was K Michelle to me because I was like, dude, she been singing country. She's been having a love for country. She had a scholarship for yodeling in college. I didn't even know that you can get a scholarship for yodeling. Like, this woman was definitely all roams when it comes to music. So when she was doing country, and then, we got this big spin about Beyonce, I was like, well, maybe Beyonce can open up these doors a little bit more and get more people to focus in on the African Americans who are doing country and who have been trying to get into the country doors. The doors have not been open for them, or it seems like it's not open all the way. It's like it's a little crack, you know what I'm saying? So it was wonderful to see that K Michelle had made a post and she had, said that Beyonce had sent her these flowers and sent her a really lovely card and told her basically how she knows how it's hard to, enter into a new space and that she loves what K Michelle is doing and that she hopes to meet her one day. And I was like, yeah, like that's what it needs to be. Like, that would be wonderful if K Michelle and Beyonce were able to do a country record. Oh my goodness. Like, I can see that. So I'm here for that. Now, moving on to the next topic at hand, I would love to discuss just for a second, Mr. I'll Be Sure. Now, I told you guys a few days ago when he came out and was talking about this is a letter to my son and, basically telling his son he can come back home. We don't have to deal with what's going on with the Diddy situation. I done seen you get, put in handcuffs, son. Come on home. Like, and I told you guys, I don't know necessarily what his absence was. Like, I know that he's been around and I know that if his son needs to get in contact with him that he could. But in the same breath, you already in your head been around Diddy, your baby mama, Miss Porter, rest her soul. She already knew what was going on. You said that she had been telling you things and stuff like that for years. So honestly, I wouldn't have had my son around him at all. I don't give a dang if she was with him or not. Now, if she's with him and the son is with, her most of the time, then all right. But I would have been there every weekend or whatever the case may be. So that way my son wouldn't have been all up and through with Diddy, or I would have at least been trying to fight for joint custody. And if you guys had so much of a good relationship, then it would have been nothing for you to have joint, him half of the time and then have him half of the time. But you coming out now and saying that, on your new documentary that's going to come out, they're going to need more than Homeland Security if we want to figure out how he ended up in that coma. And then I'm like, so are you trying to say that Diddy is the reason why you were in that coma? Like, what was the cryptic message to that? Or did you just say that so that way people would be like, oh my God, I'll Be Sure said that we're going to need more than Homeland Security to figure out why he was in the coma, and then have a whole bunch of people going around thinking that that was Diddy too? I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't him, but I'm just saying if you're going to come out and say a statement like this, just say that it was the man, and just say that you were scared for your life and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just come out and say these things. Don't nickel and dime us and then try to make us wait until we see what actually happens to Diddy, if Diddy will go to jail or whatever the case may be with this situation. But the way he just said it, I didn't like it because it's like, dude, you already look like you was fighting for attention when you allegedly wrote this letter to your son. And I see it was smart, because the first day that he put the letter up there, I went there and people was lighting his butt up in them comment sections. But I went back to his page today to go see that stupid post that he made, and he had cut his comments off, so no one can even say anything to him. So it's like, dude, I honestly think at this moment in time, it's not honestly about his son. I honestly think that Mr. Albie Shore is saying and doing everything that he can right now with the headlines is going down with Diddy, so that way people can be interested in him and what his story got. And if he's creating a documentary himself and has anything to do with it, like he is claiming that he is, that's more money for him. It's more dollar signs for him. The more people go watch it and try to tune in and see what he had to say. So I know a whole bunch of people are going to tune in. I'm probably going to tune in just to see what the heck he's going to say. But I just see him right now just trying to grab as much attention as he possibly can. And for the last topic that I want to talk about tonight, it's Drake. So Drake, we already know, has been beefing with Future, has been beefing with Kendrick. They say that it was over a woman. The woman comes out and says that it's not over her. Then we find out, it's just a whole bunch of little salty, shady stuff going on. And we still don't 100% know what the real reason is of these guys all battling. But one thing that I did think was interesting, and the people in the comment section was lighting them up like, Drake, you don't never say nobody's name. Like, come with it. They all was clearly talking about you when they all linked up and made this song, and you don't want to come out and say anyone's name. But when it comes to you beefing with females, you come out and say something about Rihanna. You've come out and said something about Nicki. You've come out and you said something about Megan Thee Stallion. They threw all these different women in shades of gray of what he does. I kind of peeped that, like, what? How come it is when he is like beefing with a gentleman, and he's beef with Meek Mill, he's beef with so many people in the past, you know what I'm saying? But I think that in this form of fashion, I don't think that he would say a Future name, and I don't think that he would say a Kendrick name, because I don't think that he really wants those problems. I think that it's cool, for him to say what he says to try to seem like he's not really affected by it, but I don't think that he really won't like smoke with them in general. And honestly, that would be a horrible look for music. But then we take it back to today, and Drake posts up Joe Budden. And Joe Budden, everyone, I'm like, why is he posting up Joe Budden? But people in the comment section, of course, they're going to tell you why he posted up Joe Budden. They say he posted up Joe Budden because Joe Budden said that tonight he will be in New York, and then he will be performing with Nicki. He's going to come out. I guess I don't know if he's going to do his own song or what. And I'm not even sure if that's 100% true in what Joe said. But people are saying that that's why Drake decided to post him up. And we already know he had beef and stuff like that with Drake too. But it's like, people like Joe Budden, and I think people that I'll just say that, people like Joe Budden, I don't think that he don't care about going back and forth with them. He don't care about putting a picture up or nothing like that. He wouldn't dare put up a picture of Future, and I don't think that he would dare put up a picture of Kendrick Lamar either to say something, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he would do that, or put up a distasteful picture. I don't think that he would do that, honestly. I think that he may come back out with some more music, but the main purpose of me really discussing this whole situation is because, is it just me, and is it the fans? Like I said, he has gone back and forth against, arguing with men on tracks, but he will come out and name females like there is no other. But I don't really see him doing that to the dudes. He'll say a comment like, hold your head up, and like how he did up in the speech and stuff. But I ain't really seen him like, Future, you got me messed up. Kendrick, boy, it's on. Like, I ain't heard him say nothing like that. And like I said, Joe Budden, Meek Mills, they kind of on the same, level there. I don't see them, they on the same level to me, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really see him getting too bossed up with the men who probably really will get bossed up back with him. Y'all let me know if I'm just tripping or if y'all agree. Or do you guys think that he doesn't want to say their names because he might end up really trying to be their friend or get back with them back in, later on down the line and do some more music? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this in the comment section. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video respectfully.